Testing. Testing. Alright, welcome back to when to fight and when not to fight. Okay, so we're going to drop in the center of the map. It's a solo match, just a casual. We're going to play by the numbers here. Thanking the bus driver. Get XP. Dropping right about the right time. Heading straight down. The idea is to get to the ground, of course, and get a gun. And this is one of the times when you really, you're gonna be challenged sometimes. There's no doubt about it. Just trying to get a gun. Okay. Now we have 2 minis here right away. We can pop. Got to do that. Okay. Now I don't see anybody near me at the moment, and I've got high ground here. Okay, but I'm not really ready to fight yet. I'm not 100, whatever. I don't have it mapped out. Okay. I want the shotgun, I guess. Shit, there's my guy. Okay, I'm not really ready to fight yet. Shit. Oh, that's better. All right. Okay. Now, I have what I need. Now let's talk about this. Alright, hold on. Let me just switch this up here. Okay, so I've got my loadout. I got my long range, my medium range, and my close range. I got a shield and health. Classic loadout. Okay, so let me check my volume here. Yeah, we're good. Okay, now I am now ready to fight. Okay, and I'm in undercover. I'm in the bush. Okay, so this is what I would consider nominal or minimal situation. Or, I have an advantage. I'm undercover. Okay, nobody knows where I am at the moment. Okay, and I have a suppressed weapon, which is ideal. Okay. Now, the main reason I don't want to fight yet is there's no advantage to fighting yet. I could get a kill, but who cares? I could get a kill, but I could get third-partied. Okay, and if I lose now, it's a defeat. Okay, so no, this is not the time to fight. Okay, it's also not the time to take chances. Even moving around is a chance. Okay, even moving around at this point in the game is a chance. He will win. Who knows when to fight and when not to fight? Okay? This is when not to fight. Okay? Now, I'm going to be a little disappointing here to most of you. Okay? Who want to go out there and have fun? This is not that. Okay? If you want to go have fun, play the game, yeah, go. Okay? But this is when it's serious. Okay? This is in a tournament or when you're playing ranked. Okay? You don't want to play in the game until 25 people are left. 75% of the people are gone. Okay? You want to sit in a bush. Yeah, it's boring. Okay? However, It is your safest strategy. Now, this is a good bush because people will drive on the railroad tracks or the road to make speed. They often won't hit the bush, and if they do, I could drop off this edge here quietly. So look, now I have halfway home. Survivor 1, 50 people in the lobby, or 50 people on the map left. Okay? Half the lobby is gone. Okay? And I have taken very few chances. Okay, I got a gun. One guy was close, but he didn't really see me. I was able to get into a bush. You know, this has been a low-risk game so far, and I've got a good loadout. So I would say this is a strategic patience. Okay? Strategic patience. Chapter 3, Attack by Stratagem, The Art of War. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. And this early in the game, this is not when to fight. Now, if you're forced to fight, fine. If you want to, you know, if you can get a low-risk kill from the bush here, you know, okay, fine. But it's, you know, not anything risky. It's timing over impulse, okay? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. And this is what we're doing. We're letting the other people, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So they're both killing each other, or they're dying in the storm. They've done me a favor, okay? Not a big one, just a little one, but all those little favors add up. Okay? Do not press a desperate enemy too hard. Okay? These people are desperate. Okay? If you go out there and you engage them, some of them will be able to shut the door out of sheer desperation. Okay? So you want to attack here only when you have a clear advantage, and only when you have a clear chance of getting away without paying a price for it. Okay? Let the chaos unfold. Okay? If you press, you'll just expose yourself. Hold position while others reveal their positions. Okay? Third partying at the right time always beats starting a fight or being started upon in a fight. Okay? And then the calculated stillness, okay? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. So if I can win this game without fighting, without taking any chances, that is the supreme win. Now, I understand that people will ridicule that or think that that's silly, you're not having any fun, you didn't beat anybody, okay? But you took no chances. Okay, and I've done that. It's very rare. You can win a game just by surviving to be the last person and the second last person. You know, the two people that are fighting kill each other. The guy gets beat down, waxes the other guy, and then gets done in by the storm. It happens, okay? You're never going to get that if you take too many chances. If you can secure placement or force others to eliminate each other, you win by survival and positioning. Okay? Often I will start a fight sometimes in the end game, or I'll weaken one guy by tagging them, you know? Okay, now here we have somebody's close. I heard that. I don't know where they are. Probably on a high ground looking around. Okay? That sounds like a player that knows what they're doing. These guys, on the other hand, they sound like, oh, here. Got a guy. Okay. So, there you go. I killed that guy. I took very few chances to do it. I'm still in the bush. He doesn't know where I am. They're gonna fight. I don't care anymore. Okay. So, you know, I took very little risk there. Got that elimination. Ooh. So you see, with that guy there, that's why I didn't want. That's why the suppressed is the weapon of choice for these encounters. Dang! Yeah, if I was a little faster like some of these guys, man. Dang, Epic, what is going on here? All right. So, from a position of cover, here, I'll do you a favor, guy. Watch this 10 times. So, now I have 2 eliminations. Also, you can see it would have been very difficult for that person to get to me. You know, he would have, his best bet was to retreat to that bush there and heal up and get the heck out of here, or try to tag me in the bush, which is hard to do unless you're cheating. And then it's all too easy. That's one of the things about the bushes. It's kind of, you can tell if a guy has unfair aim, shall we say, because if they can bean you, you know, without missing in a bush when they can't see you and you haven't been tagged or scanned, I mean, I don't know. It's highly suspicious. Oh, there's a guy right there. Did you see that? Right along the edge of the hill there. All right, so let's see what else. Steady like a mountain, you know. Chapter 6, Weak Points and Strong. Be still as a mountain when you do not know what the enemy is doing. You literally want to fade into the back, into the woodwork, into the background. Okay? You don't want to be, see, look at how easy it is to see people who are moving. You know, that movement is just a dead giveaway. Okay? Stillness is your friend in this game. Okay? Things that are not moving are not easily seen. Stay hidden with good cover. That's wise. You know, wait till you have a clear shot, you know, before you break your cover. I haven't moved once and I'm still in the same bush. I know, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring. Now I want to watch the back door here. By that I mean the direction towards the storm. When capable, feign incapacity. When near, make it appear that you are far away. So, you know, you can look weak when you're not. You can act like a bot. Try to get them to fire early. Shoot them in the back when they don't know where you're shooting from. Like that. He'll assume that was close to him up in that area. Okay, I'm in the top 10. Now, you gotta remember, I'm getting away with a lot of this because I have a suppressed weapon. You know, if you'd have tried to do that with a regular assault rifle. Okay. No! Look at that, eh? What? I didn't get that elimination? Oh, man. You know, talk about getting ripped off, man. Talk about getting ripped off. I took that guy out, man. You saw that. Okay? So the game is not fair. But anyways, look. I got into 9th place with 2 eliminations. All right? So, and I'm not a good player. And I did it with patience. Okay? So if I can do it, remember, you can do it too. Because I'm certainly not special, but you are. And Sun Tzu and the Art of War, a little strategic advantage and some skills. And most players could do much better than they do. Oh man, with a balloon. How more obvious can you get? How does that happen? How did he do that? Oh, it must have used an air current from the thing? I don't know. That was pretty funky. You know, it never hurts to watch other players and learn. Really. What's he looking at? What does he know? He'll never make it up there. Really? How did he know that, man? Jesus, that's pretty sus. Jesus, that's pretty sus. He certainly got good tactical sense. Loadout arrangement is pretty strange. He uses the balloon effect. He does. Wow. Oh man, that's hard to believe. That is freaking hard to believe. From below. Sure, buddy. Sure. You know, it kind of looks like he's looking through the wall at what? track somebody? Or is he just real? There he is. Look at that. Huh. I like the way he's using this. He did. He tracked the other guy. See, he was looking in the right direction. And what's this guy gonna do? Okay. He's playing for high ground. Here it comes. Well, these guys are good. There's no doubt about it. Well, there it is. You saw it here, kids. Yeah, I'm really not on Discord, and I tend not to add people. You want me to add, pardon me, you want me to add you, then play with me for a while. Okay, then we'll talk. Okay, uh, got to be careful there. All right, so I guess the recap for this is be patient. You know, wait till it's your time. Don't fight too early. I mean, in a serious game, don't fight too early. Wait for the end game. You want to have strategic patience. And you want to use timing over impulse. You want to wait till it's your time, not their time, instead of just rushing out because you can. And you never press a desperate enemy too hard. You have to know when to back off too. You know, it's good to know when to push. It's good to know when to pull. And you got to push and pull. That's the best. Okay, yin and yang. Calculated stillness. You know, a lot of people they rotate. That's calculated motion. Okay? Seriously. Calculated stillness is the other half of that, the flip side. Okay? Again, yin and yang. Okay? You have to be steady like a mountain. You can't let yourself be blown around like a leaf in the wind by the game. Okay? You have to hold your place. Okay? You have to know yourself. You have to be rooted. So it's really difficult to move against you. It's hard to move a mountain. You have to stay hidden with good cover. It's wise till you gain, the advantage. Visibility equals vulnerability. Visibility equals vulnerability. You have to use ambush and surprise. You know, you have to you have to look like you're not doing anything sometimes. You know, and you have to make it appear that you are far away where that's where the suppressed comes really in to play. They really do not know where you are. Okay? And you have to use stealth and silence to deceive so that people allow you to get close. They move close to you. You're not moving close to them. Okay? And you have to let the storm do your work for you too. You got to let it move them. Which is why the center of the map is better than the edge. Okay? So you don't want to push too early. You don't want to push early unless you're sure. You want to stay hidden. You want to watch the kill feed. You want to position near the end zone. You want to let the game unfold. Patience is a weapon in and of itself. Okay, one that Sun Tzu would fully endorse. And that one of the main themes of the art of war is patience. You have to out patience the other players. All right. Um, that's enough babbling. Thank you for listening. Lowly Grunt, out.